it may end up being one of the more important things we do. The thesis early on was that we wouldn't want to or be able to build a Microsoft or an Apple. Information's just too easy to obtain. Barriers to entry to building a significant project are very low. It's inexpensive to create a startup. You know, with blockchain, and this was a really early insight, but with blockchain, you don't really need to be close to capital anymore, right? So you just need to be creative. You need the ideas. You need the execution. So with that in mind, we wanted to create the best place in the world for blockchain-focused, Ethereum-focused entrepreneurs to be, whether they're 0 to 1 people, whether they're serial entrepreneurs. There should be no reason for them to want to leave. And we've developed just a huge amount of depth and breadth. Some of the superstars in the blockchain space are currently at ConsenSys, and it's a good, fun place to work. In terms of governance, try to keep it as flat and fluid as possible. We try to enable all of our teams to have as much autonomy as possible. We're moving more in that direction. Things like our service circles, legal, marketing, HR, finance, we're trying to move those in the direction of being autonomous as well. So they're core functions, but we also want them to essentially produce products and services because we're doing things in a different way, in a new way, and we hope to share that with the world. We have a tool that we're using to glue a lot of it together. It's called TMNT, Traditional Management Nullification Tool. And yes, it has turtles as its icon. We'll have to figure that out over time. The turtles won't stay. And it represents all of our groups as circles, circles within circles. Everybody can sign in with their U-port. Everybody can map the work that they're doing in terms of percentages. We're moving OKRs, KPIs into it. We're moving agreement infrastructures into it. So if 2 people need to make an agreement, they can memorialize it there. We have a technology called Open Law, which enables legally enforceable blockchain-based agreements. And some of the clauses in an agreement can be programmatic, so it can send data, it can act. We'll attach to these agreements KPIs and maybe not OKRs, but KPIs, and essentially do our best to, and our labs team is sort of tasked with this responsibility along with Open Law and along with this TMNT team to basically take every one of our functional units and wrap them in APIs and attach SLAs to those APIs in the form of these legally enforceable blockchain-based agreements. So we're experimenting all over the place, basically, and trying to keep it flat. We don't want hierarchy, or we don't want rigid hierarchy. We don't want decisions to be made as far from the situated awareness as possible. We don't want people telling people what to do. I guess for everybody, we want people to have voice, people to know that they're being heard, people to have an understanding of how decisions are being made so that it's transparent. We don't want everybody involved in every decision, so we're trying to figure out frameworks where decision making is fairly efficient even while everybody feels like they have agency.